Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be doing a quick comparison between the Hasbro release of Optimus Prime on the left hand side and the guy on the right, or who's smack bang in the middle of your screen. He's the original first release Takara version of Optimus Prime, or Convoy as he was known. What we're going to do in this video, we're going to have a quick look at the differences, as I say, in the figures, but especially the trailers. If you don't really know the difference, it's a very interesting thing and you'll hopefully enjoy to look at it. He's got a super launching trailer, the Takara version has, and I'll get round to that pretty quick so you won't have to wait too long. We're also going to have a look at some of the packaging and the differences between the two. And before I get started, I just want to make a big thank you out to all the people who are now subscribing and giving me their ideas, and also just to say a quick get well soon to one of my subscribers called Owen. He often helps comments and gives me suggestions on new videos, and I'm sorry to hear he's not well. So, hope he really enjoys this. Right, what we've got in front of you then, we have, as I say, Optimus Prime, this guy on your left, and of course he's in much better condition. He is the standard Optimus Prime that was released by Hasbro. And as I say, to be honest, there's no differences at all in the cab that I'm aware of. I've not managed to find anything on the internet either to contradict me on that, but if anybody else does know, then of course you can let me know. And of course, we're all like to learn, and I'm not saying I know everything, but it's nice to learn more. This is the Convoy Cab. Unfortunately, it's very loose. Of course, it's a very old figure. The chrome has faded on it massively, so we might as well do a couple of things if you're looking obviously to get one yourself. Same with all the Optimus Primes. There's a lot of chrome on his waist, on the smokestacks, and unfortunately, as I say, a big thing is loose joints. Luckily enough, he still manages to stand. But yes, I did mention that the Takara version, which is the one on the right hand side, has a super launcher. So as I say, I'm using the tripod now, so hopefully you can see a few things. Before I get onto the packaging then, what I'll do is I've got a standard, hopefully you can still see this and I'm not getting in the way. This is a standard, as I say, there we go. Here's your standard trailer from a Hasbro release Optimus Prime, and you've got the launcher at the back there, and you've got this launcher here. So right, let me get used to this camera, sorry. So there we go. If I press this button on the back, you can see that only fires just a really small difference, so literally only about a few millimeters. If I can now put roller in, and again, let's make sure that you guys can actually see this, otherwise I'll just pick the camera back up and do what we used to do. Right, there we go. And it did a little bit of a launch, as I say, but absolutely nothing compared to this. So there you go. I've loaded it back, and watch this. You can see that shoots out, 2-3 inches, and with some absolute venom. So I'm not going to aim it towards the camera, but I'm going to put roller on there like so. I'm just checking. Yep, you can actually see that's there. And this is your Takara T6, as I say, trailer super launcher. Bang, there you go. That is a huge difference between the two trailers. That's the main difference between the Takara obviously and the Hasbro variant. I'll just bring the packaging along now. So we've got the Takara box here. Once again, I think that they make much better use of what they've got to work with. So it's a small box, they haven't got the huge flap. There's no really wasted, as I say, space. To be fair, the Hasbro one's the same. They have got the polythene, it's just a bit bigger. But with a lot of the Autobot cars, they're all in bubbles, whereas the Japanese variants are all polystyrene like this. So if we spin the box around, you've got that famous first battle scene. There it is. And you've got on the right hand side, as I say, all the different modes and things that you can do there with the trailer in this, as I say, release. This is obviously quite hard to get hold of. It was the first one, and obviously the Japanese like to number their Transformers, so there he is number 1. He's not even like a C for Cybertron or a D for Destron. He is number 1, the first released figure. So the differences between the two packaging is, it's not much. It's just obviously the Hasbro's is a bit bigger, and of course, as I say, the box looks a bit better. So the difference is it's just a bit bigger picture. But I'm going to slide this out of the way. What I'm also going to do now is I've got some of the paperwork. So here we go. Let's see how this looks. So there's the Japanese catalogue. This is a mail away catalogue where you can mail away for Warpath, Cosmos, Dirge, and a very, very cool transforming watch there. And these are all at ridiculously low prices, just like 500 yen each, I imagine, for the little mini cars, and then 1900 yen for probably dirge, and then the watch is just a little bit more. The other bits of paperwork that come with it, of course, the instructions. Instructions are instructions, but if you've not seen the Japanese versions, there we go. The roller, as I say, that in the Takara box isn't fully built. He still needs assembling, so that's why I just use that standard roller. And then again, something else that I think you'd like to see. Here we've got one of their catalogues. So we've got this. There we go. I love this piece of artwork. There we go. Look at that for a battle scene. There's your Megatron, Soundwave, and Optimus Prime. And then here are the Cybertrons, Autobots as we know them. I'll slide this along. Versus your Destrons. And that's the original Japanese Astro train there in the top right hand corner. So he was black and white rather than the purple and white. And if we flip it round, we've got even more. So there's a very familiar battle scene in one of the catalogues that was released in the Hasbro version. And there, of course, are your Autobot cars, Convoy and Megatron. Brilliant, as I say. So quickly, once more, just for anybody who hasn't seen it, the super launching trailer. There it is. Bang, it really is exactly that, a super launching trailer. That's one of the big differences, and of course very, very noticeable. If you're lucky enough to get your hands on one of these, you probably won't play with it though, let's be honest, but if you're a kid, it is an absolutely amazing feature. So just to round it all up then, and typically now he's not going to stand because he is super loose. There he is the original Japanese Takara release of Optimus Prime, Convoy as he's known, as I say, in his native land. This was a video, as I say, dedicated to Owen. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you guys have got any other suggestions or things you want to see, please feel free to pass them my way. Okay guys, take care, thanks very much.